Great advice for any founders out there that are raising.
I think in general, like during bull markets, it shifts between bull and bear markets on sort of what investors care about. So during bull markets, they really want large swings. They want to talk about like how liquidity is kind of the bandwidth of web. That was kind of one of our core hooks. Is like if liquidity plays the role of bandwidth in Web3. Like as we're moving from a Web2 to Web3 world, in order to unlock all of these cool applications that are coming, you really need enough liquidity to kind of power the network. In kind of a bull market, everyone wants to talk narratives. They want to talk about like where this thing can go and sort of what the swing for the fence is. In bear markets, they're much more pragmatic. So you want to talk more like kind of bottoms up on how you're solving a specific like issue for some group of users.
Great advice for any founders out there that are raising. Pay attention to that.
So I think hiring kind of goes counter. So like I was saying, it's a different approach when you raise in the two different environments, and I've raised in both. Hiring is a little bit opposite. It might be bad for your portfolio, but there's advantages to building throughout all these cycles. So,
and I just want to go back for a second and dig into the point you made about raising in the different markets. Let's think about this. As a founder who's raising, it is sort of your job to like play into the narrative at hand. Like you just have to do it, and it's incumbent on the investors to see past the moment. But if they don't see it, I mean, you're here to raise money, right? So you got to like essentially like tell the story in a way that they're going to receive it, right? I don't know exactly my question here, but take us one step deeper into that thought and to recap, what you said is in a bull market, you're talking about swinging for the fences and the bull use case and how you're going to be, the 100x company. Whereas in a bear market, you're talking about fundamentals and back to basics and, infrastructure, all this kind of stuff.
Generally, you have to think about it like this. I think of like the VCs are beholden to their LPs, and the LPs are meaning their investors effectively. They go through these like broad swings too, especially given that this cycle has also seen a macro downturn along with sort of the crypto downturn. So you have to think about what's important to them. So when you get to this cycle, they have their investors, their LPs breathing down their throats saying like, where's some level of return? So for them now, they care less about the 100 or 1000x. They care more that a larger number of their portfolio companies stay solvent and can deliver interesting products that have real product market fit and can generate some ARR, some revenue kind of going forward. In the other market, everyone's sort of in greed mode, meaning in the bull market. And it's much more the classic, what I think people have perceived now as the classic venture state. We'll see if we go back to that or not, where they're much more like writing checks and trying not to be late to things. So you need to know which one you're in, because you can be raising for the exact same company and you'll position it a very different way on which part of your company and product you like highlight the most during those moments.